me 1 minute and I'll be ready. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a Thanks for shouting me out this morning.
Of course.
Because I was not ready. I was like, oh.
I think you have to like my Table Underground page because I couldn't tag you personally on that page.
Oh, I thought I did.
Wait. I think LoveBabz liked it, but not you, not Babz Rawls-Ivy.
I don't think there is a Babz Rawls-Ivy.
No, like your Facebook profile.
Oh, okay.
Because it won't let me tag you unless you have liked me, I think.
I will go and like you. Woohoo! Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, right, Harry? You know, if it's Tuesday at 9 o'clock, it's time for LoveBabz, LoveTalk. And we're having mocktails. Well, yes. Drinks for cold drinks for a hot day. Tegan is here.
Hello.
Hi, Tegan.
Hi.
Good morning. So Tegan is hanging out, and she's got a beautiful display. Oh, we can see it on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook Live, you've got to tune in. So as you can see, she's got a Tim Cabral. I think she's giving you a run for your money. You should have been up here with some gin. We could add to this whole.
Yeah, we're doing some virgin mixing this morning.
We're doing some virgin mixing, which I know something about, I guess. It's been a long time.
These are morning time drinks. This is things to keep you hydrated during this hot weather.
See, she's so thoughtful, and this is probably the hottest day
That's right.
of the summer so far. So hi, Tegan.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good. Nice to see you.
It's nice to see you.
Are you going to be sitting over there all far away from me?
Yeah, you're going to talk to me.
All right, I'm going to have to keep walking over to bring you drinks.
In Facebook world, we're
right next to each other.
We're right next to each other, so.
All right.
All right, so what's the first thing?
All right, so you know I have this new show called The Table Underground
Which
on a website.
Is phenomenal.
Thank
I
you.
love this show. This show ought to be on, your show ought to be on like the Food Network.
Oh, thank you.
It really should have.
Well, I'm trying to push the envelope a little. You know, it's not just about foodie things. It's also about social justice.
Social justice.
Because food is not just, pretty delicious. Like, that's one part of it.
Right.
But it's also a reality of life. It's kind of a fundamental right that a lot of people don't have. Right. And it kind of gets interwoven in everything. So for me, I felt like I finally needed to do a website and a show that mixed those two things together, where I talk about the reality of life, like the joys and the special things, like our special drinks, but also the hard things that we're all trying to work on to make better in our society.
And food is the universal bonding thing.
Exactly.
Right? Like we all share we all share grains and bread, and there's some things that are just what we share across the board, regardless of where you are.
Right. And when we sit down to eat together, it is like this automatic thing that makes us feel close and connected. Yes. Even if we don't know each other, don't speak the same language, when we cook together, eat together, it's a way to connect and to build relationships.
It's my favorite thing. I love table fellowship.
Yeah.
I do. I love
drinking fellowship. I see you.
Yes, I drink quite a bit. But I eat a lot yes. too. That's why I can't lose any weight. Because I'm always somewhere eating.
Yeah.
Because I just think it's one of those pleasures. I know people are like, oh, you shouldn't celebrate with food. You shouldn't, but how can
But the reality is we do, right?
We do.
And I'm always trying to work on that. Like, I have a sweet tooth. So I'm always trying to work on having treats, things that feel like treats, but that are also good for my body, which is actually exactly why I wanted to do these drinks, because so many people drink soda, super sweet iced tea, things like that. And immediately you're getting so much sugar in your body. Like if you just cut down on having sugary drinks, that is like a major thing.
And you know what? I don't like sugary drinks. Like I don't like sweet and iced tea. I know I'm a black woman who don't like sweet and iced tea.
Yeah.
But it's a very southern thing to have sweet tea.
It is, yes.
And I don't like it. I find it too much. I'm not a sugar person.
Yeah.
So I prefer savory over sweet.
Okay.
Because I think sweet can just
overpower
real quickly.
Yeah.
So I like savory things. So I don't like sweet tea. I like a little bit of sugar and lemonade. You know what I mean? Like I like a little. Yeah. It's not. I don't like sugar.
I like tart drinks also. I mean I love water just straight up, but I know a lot of people have a hard time just drinking water all the time, and so for me also in the summer I like to have something that feels like a little treat through the day.
Yeah.
And so these are I just brought you some of the things that I sort of concoct in my house at home. to make summer feel like fun. So I have like little treats through the day.
You see him, Harry?
Harry
Come on in, Harry.
Come on in.
Hang out.
So should we get started with a
Yes,
little
get
something?
started.
So I'll start with something really basic. So I have the good fortune of having a little bit of a garden in the city.
Yes, I catch you.
Yes. And mint grows like wild. Like
Yes.
it's, you know, you don't have to do anything. You plant one little piece and it will take over. And so mint makes a great iced tea. I just poured some boiling water over some mint and then chilled it. And then it makes a super refreshing iced tea.
I didn't know that. I throw it in water.
Yeah, you can just throw it in water too.
And drink it like that because I like the refreshingness of it.
Here, I'm going to get you a little ice.
All right, see, taking this way. So you can see her. If you're on Facebook, you can see her. She's got a whole kitchen right
I thought you were going to be sitting across from me over here, so I was going to be, you know, serving you across the way. But we'll make this work.
It'll work.
All right, so we got some ice. We got some ice.
And when Sam comes in, we'll put him in here and make it work.
All right, and
Sam will be our maitre d'.
And you got some. Here's your.
See, look at that.
There's your iced mint tea.
Ooh.
So that's your iced mint tea.
And you know I need this morning because I haven't had any water.
So I find this to be super refreshing and just really like.
This is really, I like this. So you just put a little mint.
I have
some hot water over it.
Yeah, I have like a big jar, like a half-gallon
jar. And let
jar.
it steep for a bit.
I usually fill it halfway with boiling water, kind of like a big handful of mint. So if you're buying mint at the grocery store, it would probably be like a bunch, maybe a half bunch. Sometimes they're real big. And I put it in with the stems and everything. You just wash it, make sure there's no sand on it or anything, and put it in, and then pour. I usually fill, like if it's a big half-gallon container, I fill it halfway up with boiling water, and then I let it sit for about half an hour or so. You could let it sit all day if you want. And then I pull the mint out, and I usually top it off with some cool water. If you want to fill it all the way with boiling water, you can. It's more, my kettle doesn't boil that much water. So, and then I just leave it in the fridge. And it can stay in the fridge for a week longer. As long as it,
Oh, this is, you know I'm doing this. And I will post up my pictures. I'll show you doing. I'll do this today. This
right, I needed this because it's already 90 degrees outside. So. Yeah, so just straight mint in water is nice, but doesn't it have like a little more? It's a lot more minty because you put the boiling water.
Yes, yeah. I like it. This is what I would drink. This is exactly what I would drink.
Nice.
With the ice water, the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh. So the other iced tea that I like to make is hibiscus iced tea. So if people have been to Mexico or Latin America, it's often called Jamaica.
Okay.
Which is Jamaica. The word Jamaica pronounced in Spanish because in Jamaica they make sorrel iced tea. That's all the same thing. Hibiscus, sorrel, Jamaica is all the same thing. It's, if you've ever had lemon zinger tea, the main ingredient in lemon zinger tea is hibiscus. It's a red flower and it tastes lemony.
And it's pretty.
It's beautiful.
I love the way it looks.
Yeah, I brought you some of the dried tea.
Ooh. Do I get to keep that?
Yeah. You can keep this. Do you know where I got this? The Asian market, that's sort of an Asian/Caribbean market on Whaley Avenue across from Edge of the Woods.
There's a market there?
There is an Asian market there.
Oh, yes.
Right across. And they now are like half Caribbean food. Actually, they're probably like 3/4 Caribbean food now because it's a Caribbean neighborhood there. And so they have big bags of sorrel. It'll say sorrel. And it's these dry, this is the whole flower just dried.
Wow.
Just like this.
All right, so how do I make that?
All right, here, I'm gonna give you this so you can see it.
Okay. Look at this.
So,
it's so pretty.
Those are just the dried flowers. When you buy tea, like in a tea bag, it's basically that, but crushed up.
Okay.
So those are the whole flowers.
But this is pretty, and this makes a nice presentation.
Yeah.
Like I'd give this as a gift with a little ribbon around it, and a little note card.
Yeah.
I love you kind of thing. See this, Harry?
So something that I love about hibiscus tea is that it's actually really good for lowering blood pressure.
Oh, I need this!
So I am not a doctor, but if you look online, there are all kinds of studies where they've actually shown, they've tested having hibiscus tea against blood pressure medication. And I think you have to have a pretty concentrated tea and drink a fair amount of it, but it's shown to be as effective as blood pressure medication. It's also just super delicious.
You know what? I buy it like in the bags already done up, and then I drink it because I like it.
Yeah, you can do that too.
This is pretty.
This I do because I often make like a big jug of it. So I'll make a big jug of it, and So that's why I buy it loose like this, because it's a lot cheaper than buying all the individual bags.
Do you want some tea, Harry? Do you want some lemon?
No, thank
some
you. Don't
mint?
mess up my Dunkin' Donuts.
All right, we're gonna get some more ice over here.
This is nice, Tegan.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this.
Good.
If y'all just
I thought
tuned
you need a
in,
little treat.
I need it. Oh my God, I love my friends.
Turn on 4.
Turn up 4. Oh yes, because Harry's gonna sit in because he can't miss all this deliciousness.
1,
He just
2, and
can't.
on.
Right? Are you up? Yeah.
On. Oh, you got it. You got it.
You
All
are.
right, we're mixing up another one right here.
Ooh, listen, did you hear that?
I think that's
Who knew you
important.
could enjoy all this without any tequila in it?
What you gotta do is drink a whole bunch of this before you go drink your alcohol, and then you're gonna be more satisfied. Maybe you want to get drunk, but you won't get as drunk because you'll have gotten
So
satisfied.
what is that?
This is hibiscus tea. It's like Jamaica. if
I'm
you've had.
still drinking my
This is
mint
unsweetened. You wanna try it?
This is Tegan. I'm going
It's
home and make
lemony.
all of this.
Hmm?
I'm gonna make all of this today.
Wonderful. And I put the recipes up on thetableunderground.com.
Okay.
There's a couple of them up. I got to add a few more, but by the end of the day, they'll all be up there.
What's in there?
That is just this sorrel, this hibiscus tea. That's it. Nothing else.
So that'll speak to your
Nothing
Latino
else.
roots, Harry.
Yeah.
This is good.
You like it?
See?
High
What?
five, Harry.
Harry,
Woo.
drinking some
And there's
tea.
no sugar or anything in it.
There's no sugar.
You can also add fruit to it, like if you wanted to add some pineapple, some raspberry, then you're adding a little sweetness and flavor, but you're not adding any like refined sugar to it.
See?
Yeah, when Tegan walked in, I'm like, what? You're making the drinks? She's for real. Tegan is for real.
I am for real.
Take
He's
it
a
is
real
the truth. Let me
chef.
tell you.
Food is for real.
And God
my,
knows.
my wife was asking me, is she really a chef? Because when she
Yeah.
watches your shows, I'm like, yeah, she's a real chef.
Yeah.
She's good.
If I was a man, do you think they'd be asking if I was a real chef?
No, and they wouldn't even
Right?
care.
Right.
All right.
They
I mean,
would not
I appreciate
care.
the compliment, but I'm just saying, like, it's a male-dominated world. So, but yes, I am a real chef. I learned working in restaurants and in catering companies and bakeries. I had my own business, and I worked at a number of businesses in New Haven as well, in New York and Boston. And then for the past 10 years, I've been doing community-based food work. So working on like food education, hunger issues, policy, all
So
kinds of
you
stuff
left
like that.
corporate America to...
I left the business world
right,
for the
for so-
nonprofit world, for
well,
the social justice. For social justice, yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was the whole thing, is that I was sort of tired of cooking for rich people and felt like the reason I got in, when I first left New Haven and started working, I wanted to do things that help make this world better, especially coming out of New Haven and seeing all the challenges that exist in our city. So I followed my heart into food, but I had to follow my heart back into doing work in the community.
And we're grateful for you.
Thank you.
We are
Thank you.
all the grateful for you.
Well, I'm grateful to be in this amazing community of New Haven with, so many people doing interesting things and trying to build community here. So I'm going to give you some of this drink here.
That's pretty. I love this color. This is the hibiscus, right?
Yep.
It's so, look at this. I mean, look at this. This is refreshing. Just looking at it is refreshing in its own
Yeah,
right.
I'm actually
Yeah.
going to drink mine.
Gee,
Harry. That
Harry,
is a major compliment.
So
He's
listen,
gonna actually drink it.
if you're watching us on Facebook Live, which about 60
I'm not
some
on
odd of
camera,
people are, this is Tegan, and she is from Table Underground, the Table Underground, and she's mixing up refreshing drinks for a hot day,
Mm-hmm.
or any day. But they're non-alcoholic. There's no sugar, and they're pretty.
Yeah.
This is a wonderful, and you could serve this to kids and be fine.
Yeah.
And they would like it.
My kids love this, and I keep a couple jars in the fridge, and so then
And-
it's cold, and when people are thirsty, it's a really easy way to snack on something that is good for you, right? Because
Tegan,
I'm
this is
thirsty,
the
I'm
winner.
hungry. You got to make it easy. You have to make it easy for yourself. So.
Oh my God! So if you just tuned in and hear me smacking, gulping on 103.5 FM on WNHH, it's because Tegan is here. She's making refreshing drink. Tim Cabral, I'm sorry. I love you. You're
Tim's
my
fine.
husband, but I don't know. Tegan has brought it today.
All right,
She's
Tim, we're
right.
gonna have a drink off. So
Yeah.
I'm mixed off. So I'm doing something here. This is a little more unusual. So these are called sacred basil seeds.
I know you were talking about this.
Yeah.
Now, I'm
So I
fascinated
just
by
I
this
just
because
put
I
them
know
in some
nothing.
water, and I'm shaking them up.
I like the
So-
fact that they're sacred, right? Like,
I
so,
was just gonna ask, what makes them sacred?
So they're sometimes called holy basil, sometimes sacred basil. And if you've seen, there's now a lot of teas around that say tulsi. I don't know if you've seen that, like in a health food store, it has tulsi brand
Mm-mm.
teas. So it is a seed of a specific kind of basil plant. And in Ayurvedic medicine, which is used a lot in India and kind of through Hindu culture, these seeds have a lot of really positive benefits. So they're supposed to reduce stress. I think they're supposed to help with respiratory illnesses.
I need about a
and,
gallon of that.
and there's a lot of different health claims about it. So you can look up sacred basil and holy basil seed. I first came across these because I love hanging out in Chinatown. There is nothing that I love more than spending time in Chinatown and finding things that I've never seen before. And so in New York, in Chinatown, there would often be a lot of drinks with these little kind of gummy looking things floating in the drinks. They'd be canned, bottled. They sort of look like chia seeds, if you've ever seen chia drinks, which we're also going to try some of that.
Okay.
These have a slightly different texture. So right now they're hydrating, and they start out as this tiny, tiny, tiny black seed, like the tiniest that you can imagine. And you can see they're starting to turn white,
Okay.
you see? And as they sit in the water, they're going to get a little more they kind of get like a gummy coating on them. And it just adds something kind of fun in your drink.
So you could eat them.
Yeah, you eat them. You do
Oh,
eat them.
okay.
So we're going to put them in our drinks, and I like to put them in sparkling drinks, like in a seltzer-based drink.
Uh-huh.
But really, you can put it in anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much today.
So you can get these. There's a lot of Asian markets in New Haven and all the surrounding towns. And if you look for, like, this is the little packet, and this was like $1.05.
Wow.
And I've had this for a couple of years already because we have to. There's a lot in there, and this says sweet basil seed. Some of them say sacred basil seed, but you can find it like in the Asian markets. They'll have little bags of spices around in boxes, and
I like
you can
this,
often
Tegan.
find this.
I think
Yeah.
you were destined to come today because I'm feeling all of this. I like
I'm
it.
so happy to be here.
Those have healing properties, right?
Yeah, again, I'm not a doctor, so I didn't
I'm saying,
certify the research, but within
Asian
Ayurvedic,
community.
the Asian community and the Indian community, this is kind of ancient wisdom about these seeds that they're used for a lot of different healing properties. Also, the leaves of the plants are also used. So
I used to see that. One of my favorite places in New York is Chinatown. Yeah, and I
Look
used
at
to
that
always see
high
that.
five.
They always have it on the
Harry,
table.
I don't see you in the shot.
Oh no, I don't want to be on camera.
Oh.
Your taking looks so good. So
Right. So Harry's being, you know.
So what do you like to
Madonna.
do in Chinatown?
oh no, I used to go to Chinatown at the time because I used to study with seafood. We used to go to seafood, math stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he used to always walk us through downtown and force us to eat things and drink things. But I never knew what that was, But I guess that's what they use, right?
Yeah, this is the sacred basil seed. It's kind of just like, have you ever had bubble tea before?
No.
So I love bubble tea. That's a whole
And
other
everybody like, I have not had it.
Some people don't like. You have to kind of like gummy things if you're not into gummy textured things. But do you see how these are all clumped
Yeah.
up? Where's our camera over here?
You got it. It's right.
Yeah.
You got it. Yeah,
So
I see
here,
it.
see how they're all
It's pretty. It's
they're all
shimmery.
clumped up. Yeah. So this was like maybe a half a teaspoon of the tiny black seeds, and now it's all plumped up, and it
I
could
like it.
continue to soak. But we're gonna add some to your drink. So
Tegan's got a whole kitchen in here.
I do have a whole kitchen. So I'm gonna pull out one of my other most favorite things.
Okay, pull it out. We're here.
All right, so this comes from the Latino markets. So I will say that, a lot of the issues we have in our world is that people don't understand each other. There's a lot of racism, there's a lot of misunderstandings, and a lot of that is because it's just ideas that people have about each other from television, right? Like people in the suburbs are scared to come into New Haven. That's not because New Haven's scary. That's because they see stuff on the news that gives them
Yes.
these crazy ideas, right? Which, like, we are people. There's like amazing stuff going on in the city.
Because we're in New Haven. We live here.
Yeah.
And we're like, what?
Right.
We walk up and downtown. We eat places.
Right.
We go. We
And
hang
certainly there are some areas that there's more gun violence and stuff, but in reality, like everywhere in the city has community, everywhere has family, everywhere has good food, everywhere, there's a lot of goodness happening in the city. So what I like to do is wander. I like to go in everywhere. That's how I meet different people. I learn about different things. So I go into random corner
I see
stores
you.
or
I follow her on Facebook. I see her in all these places. Sometimes you with your daughter. Sometimes
yeah.
I see you.
I'm
So,
usually
yeah.
going in search of food, I have to admit. But so all over the city we have grocery stores, and even around, like in ShopRite in West Haven, in Seatown, ShopRite both have large Latino sections.
Yes.
And so if you go in the freezer section, this is like the best find ever. If you make smoothies or drinks, this is passion fruit pulp.
Yeah, passion.
But
Oh.
if you go in the freezer section, there will be rows and rows of blackberry, coconut, tamarind, mango, passion fruit, guabanaba, like all there's there might be some fruits that you haven't heard of, but there will be strawberry and other things that you have heard of, and these are usually about $2.50, $2.80, maybe less, and it's nothing except fruit pulp. That's it. So if you think about, like, if you were going to buy fresh passion fruit, this would cost you like $15 or $20 to get this much. So I go and buy a bunch of these. I keep them in the freezer, and I just break off a piece and put it in my smoothies. It adds like an incredible kind of sour.
I just learned something. You know where I'm going after this.
This is so good. So I melted a little bit for you so that we could mix it in with the salsa.
Wow.
But I'll tell you, in the morning, a lot of times what I do, I carry a jar of water around with me. If you see me, I'm always carrying a glass jar of water. And I usually just break off a hunk of this in the summer and just put it in the jar. And then through the day, I'll keep adding water. So it'll be like really strong in the beginning, and then I'll kind of water it down through the day. But
I gotta do that.
yeah, and it's delicious if you make smoothies.
I know, we've learned something, right? So
Yeah.
now I'm filling my jars today. Because I bought jars to do just that.
Here,
I'm a water fiend.
We'll hold this up so people can see.
I need to actually
Yes.
buy some of that and
see
just
it.
drop it in.
I did not know
I'm
that.
drinking water all day. I'm like a water
Yeah.
fiend.
I feel also like when there's a tiny bit of fruit or something in the water that my body kind of holds on to it longer, so in the summer when I want to be hydrated, just like, I think that's the idea of a sports drink, but you're not supposed to really drink sports drinks unless you're running a marathon or something. So this is a way to just kind of hydrate yourself a little, and it's just delicious.
I love this. I'm learning so much, Harry. Tomorrow you'll see me with my jars of
Nice.
water.
All right, so we're opening our seltzer here.
Ooh, we got, as my kids, my nephews would say, fancy water.
All right, so I think it's fun to do the sacred basil seed with seltzer is fun because it kind of floats in there. Trying not to get our whole studio wet over here. All right, so we're gonna pour some.
I can hear it. Do you hear that? That's wonderful.
We're gonna get some on our ice, and again, you don't have to have it iced, but since we're talking about
No, I like
summer
icy
heat,
things.
yeah. And then this is just the passion fruit juice. I put a little bit of water in it, but you can just use it straight up.
Oh, I love this.
All right, and we're gonna,
I could stay hydrated for real.
yeah. So I'm just adding a few spoonfuls into your seltzer here.
I'm just going to go live and take it.
Look, so this is the thing for me. Having little treats like this, doesn't this make you happy?
Yes.
So if I'm just like hot, I've been running around with the kids, they're fussing, we gotta do homework, we gotta cook dinner, we gotta, I have work I didn't finish, whatever it is. If I take 1 second and I go and make myself a special drink like this, it's like just for that second, I feel happy and like I got this treat and it's good for me. So it's not like, oh, I'm eating chocolate or ice cream
having
or
a
something.
glass of champagne.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with those
No,
things, but
no,
I need some treats that I can have more often.
Yes.
So.
That's where I'm trying to move to. That's my point. That I can get that same feeling without,
Yeah, so I think we gotta love ourselves up, right? Like
Yes.
This world is hard, especially for those of us who are working on social justice issues, community organizing, just all kinds of stuff.
Yes,
I mean,
because it
most
is-
people have hard jobs. Working at the grocery store is a really hard job.
You know what? Drop some of that and that in here.
Okay. All right. Will you give this to
I'll
Babz,
give
please?
this to Babz.
And give her a straw for that one. She needs a little. You got to mix that passion fruit in a little bit.
Ooh, look how pretty this
It
is.
looks interesting.
Oh my! What'd you say, Harry's like?
I said it looks interesting.
Looks interesting. Harry's like, all right, whatever. Ooh, wait. Let me see. Let me. All right. So here's my drink. I'm mixing it because I have a camera in front of me. So look. Okay. Ooh, this is
Right.
pretty. This is fun. I feel like I'm like in
You want
science
some
class.
seltzer in here? All right. So Harry's is mixed with some hibiscus. We're mixing it all together here. So another great option is if you're,
Oh, I like these little beads. I mean,
they're fun, right?
seeds. I like them. Oh, this
Yeah.
is nice.
So they just have a tiny gummy texture on the outside. And I'm gonna get.
But it's
another
not
one
annoying.
going.
Like I like it.
Yeah.
Like it gives me a little.
So I'm gonna do one other one here,
Good
which
morning,
is
Sam.
this is chia seed, which I think if you remember from the 80s, we had chia pets. Remember
Yes.
those things?
Mhm.
This is the same seed, but these are also really good for you. They're super high in omega-3 oils,
I
which
need
are,
that.
fish oil that everybody says you should have.
I need
So
that.
this is a plant-based version of how to get your omega-3 oils.
And where can I buy chia seeds? Where do I go?
These I got at Edge of the Woods, which is actually one of the cheapest places to get it in the bulk section.
Mhm.
And you can also get them in other grocery stores so this whole bag was about $3.50.
Pull that shit in.
We have a visitor. Hello.
Sam, the intern.
Hi.
Do you know Tegan?
No. Hi, Sam.
Oh, Sam is the intern. He's
Oh.
a summer intern.
All right, we're going to have to give you some drinks.
He just turned 20.
Turn on 3.
Welcome.
Cool. So what is all this? That's pretty
We are doing thirst quenchers for the summer. So these are interesting drinks to keep you hydrated in the summer.
Yeah,
So I'm doing the same thing with the chia seed that I did with the basil seed. So you see me shaking it up, right? You have to do this or it will all stick together in a big clump. So when you first put the water in the chia seed and the sacred basil seed, you gotta kind of shake it up for a minute. Sometimes I'll put it on the counter and then in a minute I'll pick it up again and shake it just till they start plumping up. Once they start plumping, you're good. But
Now, if you wanted to sweeten it a little, what would you do?
so you could use fresh fruit. So you could take like some pieces, put a couple pieces of this pineapple in here. Yeah. So fresh fruit would be my first thing that I would suggest is give yourself a little bit of that.
The reason I say it, I could drink it like this. I actually love it the way it is.
Yeah.
So
But I'm saying,
Tegan,
like, if I was trying to get my granddaughter to drink it.
So I would say always start with it without sweetener and give them a chance. And sometimes I do stuff like, oh, I can drink this, but I bet you can't tolerate. I bet you can't do this because you're not old enough to drink something this good or this sour or something. You can play that with little kids, right?
yes.
If they're a little older, well, sometimes it works when they're older too.
Yeah.
But I would say try it unsweetened. Then start with fruit. And then if you want, you could do like stevia or agave are two natural sweeteners that have they don't spike your blood sugar as much. And then if you want, I brought a couple sweeteners just in case somebody was like, I won't drink that. So that's agave. I don't really like the taste of agave, but
Now, agave, what is that?
agave is a sweet that comes from a cactus. It's like a cactus honey. It's still pretty refined, but it got popular a bunch of years ago. People started having it because it doesn't spike your blood sugar.
Yeah, it takes a long time for it to
And then
move through your
stevia.
system, yeah.
Stevia is another thing which comes from the stevia.
I find stevia too sweet.
I don't like the taste of either of those things, so
I don't
I
either.
prefer either having just straight fruit, or this is just an unrefined sugar that I mixed with some water, and you could just do a little bit, like a little spoonful. Anytime you're sweetening things yourself, you're probably going to make it less sweet than if you bought it at the store. So
Yeah.
you're better off sweetening it yourself because you're probably not going to put 16 spoonfuls
Now,
of
when
sugar
you
in
say
your drink.
refined sugar, what are you saying?
This was a raw sugar, so it was kind of a very, very light brown color. If you've seen at like sugar in the raw packets, those little brown packets, it's just like a very light brown. It's still a granulated sugar. It's just not white. The white sugar has been bleached to be white, and you've taken some of the minerals out of it. So if you think of brown sugar as kind of like molasses, and like the molasses is taking all the nutrients out of the sugar, and then the white sugar is just straight up sugar, no minerals or anything left in it. So it's just a little better. It's still sugar, but it's a little better than having straight up refined white
I
sugar.
learned something right there.
Yeah, see?
Not
I'm
using
telling you.
white sugar.
Yep, there you go. And
Yeah.
you know what? Sam, the intern, he's Latino Jewish.
Yeah.
Yes, a very
Nice.
interesting blend.
I love it. So I'm Jewish. My kids are mixed Black, Jewish, and Native and Irish.
Oh, that's
So they got a lot of
way
mix.
more than me.
Yeah.
way more interesting than me.
What country are you from?
My mom's Dominican
Okay.
and my dad's ties are back to Russia.
Okay.
So
And he went to the Dominican Republic?
no,
They met here.
no, he's white as hell. No,
Okay.
they met here.
And you grew up here? You're born here?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I love it. That's something I love about being Jewish is that, Jewish culture comes from all over the world. There's Indian Jews, there's Black Jews, there's Brazilian Jews, there's Jewish people for all over. We tend to think of Jews in America as just being white European, but in fact, there are Jewish people all over the world.
If there's any other Spanish Jews listening, please come find me.
There's one right in the office down there. The head of LoveBabz, right in that office, is a Latino Jew.
Wow.
He wears a Jewish star right around his neck.
Now, when growing up myself, when I was growing up, the only Jewish people I used to see were the Hasidic Jews in Marcy,
Right.
because I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. So that's the only Jews I knew. I thought everybody dressed like that, all Jewish people.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I was working in Manhattan that I realized, people are different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I met, growing up in New Haven, there were kids in my school who people thought of as the Jewish kids. Like, people didn't really know I was Jewish, but there were a couple Orthodox kids in the public schools in New Haven. And that gave me actually like a weird idea of what it meant to be Jewish, because they were very conservative, and I felt like, I don't want to associate with that. And so it took me some time to get over understanding like what it meant to be Jewish beyond like the typical idea of just like Orthodox ideas of being Jewish. Because there's lots of people who were very radical activists in the civil rights movement were Jews as well. And so
yes,
there's different Jews, just like there's different Black people, different Latino people, Asian people, everything else. So Muslim people.
If you just tuned in, it's about, I don't know, a little after 9:30, 9:35. And LoveBabz, LoveTalk is happy to have Tegan Engel here from the Table Underground. And she's mixing us cool, refreshing, interesting, lovely, beautiful drinks for a hot summer day. So 103.5 FM is the kitchen this morning.
Right, and if you're looking for something different,
yes,
WNHHLP 103.5, seriously, listen to Tegan shows.
They are
totally different than what you hear on our radio usually.
Yeah.
And they are fun shows.
Thank you. So we mix food and social justice issues on the show. And so I have a new show coming up this Friday. We're going to be talking about organizing for freedom with Isa Mujadid and Kamel Scott Mujadid, who run a local organizing group.
I know them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll be talking about organizing as a part of liberation and freedom.
So are you a part of the, is it Sanctuary Kitchen? What is it?
Yeah, Sanctuary Kitchen. So I'm just a supporter of their work. There was already a large team of people who were putting that together. So Sanctuary Kitchen is a new group in New Haven that is working in partnership with City Seed and IRIS, who's the refugee resettlement organization, and they are having refugees from different countries teach cooking and cater things and helping them start businesses as a way to help them get income and start work, because it's really hard for them to get jobs here, and to build cultural bonds between different people through food. So just like we said in the beginning, like we sit down.
I'm dying to get to one of their dinner parties.
Yeah, they sell out quick.
I know.
Yep.
Oh my God! I feel like I have to put my hand on the button fast because I've been wanting to go. Right?
Yeah, they just did one a couple days ago with Congolese chefs.
Yes.
So there was a number of refugees from the Congo, and so they did a cooking class. Yeah, and then my last show was actually on Sanctuary Kitchen, and I interviewed a cook who is from Syria. And
I saw that one. I heard.
She is fabulous.
Yes.
Fatima, she was really, really. She's
you
not
take
your
good
regular.
pictures.
Thank you.
I think you need to talk about. You capture good pictures of things.
Thank you. So the Sanctuary Kitchen one was a combination of my pictures, and also the people who run Sanctuary Kitchen are fabulous photographers. So there's a whole team of them. Sumaya Khan is one of the people she now works at City Seed to run the program. And then they have a couple other volunteers who work with them who take great pictures. Yeah, I just take my pictures with my phone. To be honest.
Do too.
So,
and I think everybody's pictures when they take it with the phone is just really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Apple's come a long way with
they've stepped it up.
They still don't know how to make me look good, but
Oh, you're young, you're cute. Don't worry about it. You look
Yeah, I mean,
great.
as for taking pictures, like mostly I try to get natural light, and then you just think about the framing, like what's in the whole picture. So if you're just focusing on one thing, you got to notice, like, if I'm taking a picture of this fruit on the table, are there pencils on the side? Are there papers on the side? Do I want them in the picture or not? You know, you have to look at the whole frame
Yes.
that's there.
That's a good
So-
thought. That's a good thought. And it looks good because I'm watching, because I have the camera in front of me. I mean, I have the screen in front of me. So if you're watching Facebook Live, you could see the spread. And this is not, you're not spending hundreds of dollars doing this.
That was good.
Like
The
these,
photographs?
no,
the drinks?
The drinks.
Oh no, this is super inexpensive. Like that thing of passion fruit is $2.50, I think, $2.70.
So where do
And
I go
break
get
off
that?
like a piece like an inch big for a drink, so it's pennies. So you can get that at any of the Latino markets. So the Seatown in Fairhaven. I don't know about the Seatown in the Hill if they have it. I would assume so. ShopRite in West Haven, that store has a great Latino. That ShopRite is amazing. And
Which one in West Haven?
In West Haven, right by University of New Haven.
You know that's
So-
closing.
It is?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's closing.
Really?
Yeah.
That is one of the most highly used grocery stores and has the most diverse group of people shopping there. That's terrible.
I know.
I love that grocery store.
Yeah.
But that's because they opened one down the post road, right?
Yeah. And it's not
That's
gonna-
not good because people can't walk to it. So
Yeah.
that's really bad.
I know.
All right, we got to be calling our ShopRite now and explaining to them about that. So ShopRite and Seatown both have them, and yeah, you just have to look around for them. But I make special trips there. I buy a whole bunch. I'll buy, 3 or 4.
And they're
put them in the
frozen, right?
freezer.
You
They're
just put them in
frozen,
the freezer and you.
and I just break off a little piece and put it in my smoothie or put it in the drink.
I like
So-
that.
That was pretty good, and the sacred basil is really good.
Yeah.
I like the sacred basil too, didn't you?
So
I
this
like it.
this is the chia. I'm giving.
You gotta try this out.
You can try. This is the chia, but if you guys want to try, it looks very similar to the sacred basil, right?
Yeah.
That's passion fruit.
Oh, cool. I'm usually a big carbonate, high fructose corn syrup fan. So
See,
All right,
that's
so
why
this
you
is
need
minus the
education.
high fructose
At
corn
least-
syrup.
at least I'm honest about it.
That's fine.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll take the
But this-
chemicals. I
this
love
today-
ginger ale. I love them.
Okay, so this one I'm doing is I'm just gonna do making a new one for Harry with chia seeds, and I'm putting some lime, and let's put a little fresh mint in here. We're just gonna do one with fruit.
Harry, you are getting a real, and just think, you didn't even want to come in here. Now you got a whole new thing.
So this
Look
one
at
is just seltzer and some fresh fruit or frozen fruit. I keep a lot of frozen fruit in my fridge because I can't always, if you can't always have fresh fruit. Except this time of year is great because you can go. I love going fruit picking. Have you ever been fruit picking or
I
anything?
have when I was younger.
Yeah.
It's
It's hot
it's a
out
little
there.
challenging to keep fresh fruit only because it'll go bad so quickly.
Right.
And if the kids don't eat all of it,
That's
So-
Yeah. I pick it and then I freeze a lot of it. So we'll keep
Okay.
some fresh, and then I'll put it on.
How do you
If you
take
put it
that?
on cookie sheets and put it in the freezer, then it doesn't all clump together. You
nice.
freeze it on a cookie sheet and then you put it into a bag, and I'll try to keep it as long as I can.
Oh, I'll do that. I like that.
That
I
is
like
one of
that.
my greatest joys, going to
That
pick
looks
fruit.
Yeah.
It's really.
You can't see it on camera, but look at it. It looks
It's
great.
pretty.
It
So-
looks delicious.
Look how pretty that is.
So that was just a wedge of mint, a couple pieces of frozen pineapple, and a couple raspberries.
See, this I
A
can
little
have.
piece of mint and
What?
This is
You
this
like
I can
this?
have
This is
in
a
my
cocktail.
cup all day.
yeah.
Drink
Yeah.
some more of it.
I'm sipping. I'm tasting.
Is it too sour for you?
No, I can handle sour. Again, I'm just very used to like soda.
Yeah.
So
So what would help you enjoy this instead of drinking soda? What would help you drink something like this?
I don't know. I just associate it with my mom yelling at me. So I think in my head that's why I stay away from healthy food.
Ah.
Be honest, because every time I eat something really bad, she gets all up in my grill about it. She'll be like, "Samuel, I buy orange juice for a reason."
Sam has parenting PTSD.
Yeah.
I do, honestly.
Oh my
You guys
That's
hear
what
it?
happens when you're an only child. When you're an only child, you gotta suck that in a little bit
You
because
guys know
you
why.
got parents who just are on you. If you had siblings, the wealth would be distributed.
I don't know. I think
This is delicious, by the way. This one is delicious.
This is really no. This
Let's
is
give you a little fruit in yours to sweeten it up. So
Okay,
You're just trying
I'm
to
dry
change.
over here.
He's kinda-
Well,
he's trying to change. That's
no,
all right.
no. I liked it. I just wanted to see how Harry's tasted
No.
because it looked a lot
Look at
like
this. This is
fruitier.
delicious, man.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I
add
know,
some-
Harry. Harry, I know it's delicious. You're the one that had to be dragged in here.
So we gotta give Babz a chia seed one too.
Yes,
So
please.
so this is the thing, Sam, is that at a certain point in your life, your body is not going to be as resilient as it is right now when you're 20. And you're going to start feeling all that soda. You might either start gaining a lot of weight, or you could end up getting diabetes or
And
having
I
other
am
kinds of
diabetic,
issues.
so
So this is just something to think about, is that to me, this is about having a treat, right? So it's not that something healthy should taste bad or look bad. It should look beautiful, taste delicious, be affordable. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
You can hang with that?
Yeah, I feel pretty bougie right now. I'm right here drinking
what?
out of this like little glass cup. This is dope. This is cool.
Boy, see these millennials.
So you had to put it down and call it bougie.
Mhm.
So
No, that's good. No, bougie's good. I meant the
it
cup.
depends on where you come from.
I'm-
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on where you come from.
No, I meant the cup.
The
Like,
cup. Okay.
yeah, like this
Glass,
is
not a
something.
plastic bottle.
This is something that like very hip people use. That's
Yeah.
what I meant.
Okay.
The drink's
I'm
real.
not insulted, sweetie.
Yeah,
It's all good.
Yeah, the drink's good. I like the drink.
Cool.
taking everybody to class today.
This is good, and it's a work of art, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks real nice. That's why.
so
I wanna
Harry,
try
will
it.
you make this?
I will make it. I'll try to convince my wife. To
Wow.
So I brought a lot of different
But
things in
yeah,
for
it's
you, but
delicious.
This
yeah,
is-
you can keep it simple. Like I brought in options for you, but
See,
just
and
one
then,
or two
and then
things.
this stuff, this is all me right here, because I love all types of fruit.
And then when you finish drinking it, you can just eat your fruit.
I know.
See, it's a nice snack. I like this take. This has been wonderful.
Yeah, let me get your cup. I'm gonna make you
Yes,
one more.
here's my cup. Take, mix.
We gotta make you a chia seed one, and you can see what you think.
Yes.
So as I said, I just keep this in my glass all day, and I just keep adding water to it because
Uh-huh.
if I take it to work, I'm not gonna like remix all this at work. I'll mix it in the morning and just keep adding water. So I might make it real strong in the morning and then kind of water it.
And the
down through the
leaves
day.
are mint leaves.
Those are just mint leaves, yeah. So you can buy it in the grocery store. But if you know anyone who has a garden, ask them if they have mint, because a lot of times people want to get rid of mint because the mint will just spread
Yes,
like all
like
over
strawberries. Strawberries have taken over my garden.
the yard. Oh yeah.
This is interesting. This tastes really interesting. It's like sour but it's sweet.
Yeah.
It's got some cool flavors going on.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the sweetness in yours is just from a couple pieces of pineapple.
Yeah,
There was no sugar added to it.
it's getting the cosign. This is cool.
So these are drinks to get you through these hot days when you need to be hydrated. But
Yeah.
you don't wait for the hot days to drink them. Like drink them now. Like drink
It's
them.
hot now.
It's hot now, but tomorrow to be a little cooler. Drink them tomorrow. And these are beautiful looking drinks. I mean, they for so little money, you get such a punch.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
good bang for your buck. And you can put it in a fancier glass or whatever you want to do, and serve them to people.
I usually just have a banana in the morning.
But now,
Now I can actually mix all this stuff. It's pretty good.
yeah, I like it. I'm gonna go and get some of these things.
And you can make for a party. Sometimes what I do is I'll make a pitcher. If you just have like some take to a picnic, like a big plastic pitcher or a glass one if you want. But I sometimes mix the juice and fruit part and then put the seltzer on the side, because then you're bringing more and the bubbles don't just disappear.
Right.
So you can kind of just put a little sign or just tell people mix these together, and then you have like the punch.
Yes.
And then
I
people
like
add the
this.
seltzer.
I like this a lot. I like it, and I like having a little seltzer because that gives you the fizz. Look how pretty this is. Look at that. See how pretty this screams summer wedding, summer get together with people, summer.
It also screams. It also screams. I want some.
I love this.
Right? Because
You're beautiful, Babz. Look at you.
I'm gonna drink this. This is great.
and it screams. I want some. Because you
Yes.
see somebody else drinking that, you're like, that looks good. And the cups look, filled up with the fruit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I know, right?
So that was
My
just
heavens.
the lime, mint, and some fruit.
Yeah, this is cool. It's very
Ooh,
Instagrammable.
Tegan, this is
Very
yummy.
Instagrammable. Yeah, we gotta make it hip. We gotta figure out how to get this as easy access as soda, right? Because you walk
Yes.
into the corner store and soda's right at your eye level.
Get like
everywhere.
Kylie Jenner to drink it.
Right.
That will get all the tweens to go
That's
crazy.
true.
This is cool.
I love it. I'm sorry if I'm not talking, people. I'm drinking, and it's not alcohol. And I needed this water today. Like, I needed this hydration.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, the other thing I was going to say about chia seeds is that you can often find, if you get chia seeds at the grocery store, it's often really expensive. It'll say it's like $8 a bag.
Whoa!
Edge of the Woods, it's really cheap because it's in the bulk section, but you can also find it places like Ocean State Job Lot or Home Goods or TJ Maxx or Marshalls or
Now,
any of those discount
do you put
places
these
that have
did you put these tips up on your website?
I will add it. I didn't
Yeah,
put
put
them
them
all
up
yet.
because I'll forget and I
Okay.
want to go back and
Yeah,
and
I'll get
look.
them up later today. So by tonight
Yeah.
they'll be up there. So yeah, because you've got to keep it affordable. You can't. This is kind of an everyday thing, so it's got to be.
And I like what you said,
easy.
Taken, about go to other neighborhood grocery stores
Yeah.
and see what they have. And I know that, but I don't think to do it.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to put that on my list
Yeah.
of places to.
You find all kinds of amazing
Yes.
things in other
They
grocery
can feel
stores.
free
Yeah.
to add stuff to my water bottle.
All right, here, go ahead. you mix it up. This is the basil
What did
seed.
she say?
He said we can add stuff to his water bottle. This is the passion fruit.
Can
Go
I see-
ahead.
can I
Oh
see
yeah.
what
So if you
mint
do
needs?
it, Harry,
Some
you
mint
are
leaves, yeah.
doing it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh Lord.
So this mint was actually from my garden. I have a big pot out in front of my house, and we put some mint in it. And every morning when we go outside, my kids eat a piece of mint as they leave for school.
Oh, I can eat this.
You can eat it.
Yeah, and mint's good for your breath. It's good for.
They call it their their morning mint. So cute.
I like that.
Oh,
This is cool.
Yeah.
I can just eat this.
You can just eat it. Yeah. It's
That's-
mint leaf.
That's wild. I feel like a deer. I'm just chewing up.
So have you ever had mint tea before?
No.
Never had mint tea?
I stay away from tea.
You stay away from tea. Okay, well, if you'd had a mint tea bag is just that leaf dried and crumbled up and put in a bag, in a little paper bag. So this was a
And you
fresh
can just
mint
do it
tea.
yourself.
That's the chia seed.
Chia.
And
I
this is the
love
basil
this.
seed.
Taken. This has been a wonderful
Oh my
morning.
god, this is
Yeah.
so good.
So I'm gonna share another recipe with you, which is chia seed pudding, because you can see like the chia seeds are very thick in here.
Yes.
If you added more water, then it would be thinner, obviously. But I put chia seeds in water so it's nice and thick like this, and I add a little coconut milk to it. And then just a tiny bit of maple syrup to sweeten it and some fresh fruit, and it makes an amazing pudding.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, I did not
Yeah.
know that.
So again, another sweet that is like a great
I
sweet
am
treat.
a
That's
chia seed
healthy.
convert
All right.
because I need to get the omega-3, the omega.
I'm sorry,
Three?
take
Yeah,
it.
the
Just
omega
throw
three
all your
oils.
fruit.
Go, enjoy. I'm happy. I love that you're
Oh,
eating
this is
something good for
good.
you. That's wonderful. And don't you think you're going to drink more water if you have it, if it's like this and if it's just a
Yes.
plain bottle of water?
I
Yeah,
don't drink your water all day, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'll drink more water.
Yes. yeah.
This is-
All right. Oh, look at the time.
Oh,
We didn't even play any music
No, we
today.
didn't play any music. This was too good. Too good to just like.
oh, that's right. You have to play Lovely Day.
I know. I'm about to play. All right, Harry.
That's a good
I have
one.
to sign in because look.
Oh my god, this is so good. It tastes like gum.
The mint? Yeah.
Where do you
That's
want me
what
to?
the
Where do you
flavor
want me to
comes
play
do
from?
the code over there.
Here, do the code over here for me so I can get in.
Babz, thank you so much for having me on
Take
your
it. This
show.
was great. You have to come back again.
I would love to.
Drink some more drinks. I like this.
Yes.
This was great. I enjoyed
I
this.
couldn't have thought of a better person to mix drinks with in the morning than you. I knew you would be right on board and have fun.
I love everything about this. And I'm going to go and I'm going to mix up some drinks today. And you're going to see me. I'm going to post them. I was like, this is what Tegan taught me to do.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start putting stuff in my water bottle.
Awesome.
Because
Yeah.
I drink water all day. Why not just add stuff to it
Yeah.
and make it fun?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and the chia seeds also add, it's a little something in your stomach, so it kind of helps if you're trying
Yes.
to make it from breakfast to lunch, and you need a little something
Okay.
that it makes you feel a little bit more full. So
All right.
Yes.
yeah, so people can find the recipe and the show at thetableunderground.com, and it's on every other Friday at noon on WNHH Radio.
Thank you.
That's the first station ID.
No,
No, there was
one
over there.
we did a bunch. Thanks for tuning in to LoveBabz, Love Talk today on 103.5
Thanks, Babz.
FM WNHH. We are live streaming on the New Haven.
Have a good
So yes, this is a lovely day. Let me tell you. So
Thank you.
I'll see y'all soon. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Have a lovely day.
Yum.
Oh, Tegan, this has been fabulous.
Yes.
I
Yeah, thank
enjoyed
you.
all of this.
The
Welcome.
juice was really good.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, I actually really liked it. I like fruit. I'm a Jamba Juice regular. I go to Jamba Juice every day.
Well, now you don't
See,
have
I
to. You
think
can
Jamba
just,
Juice has a lot of sugar in it.
Oh, it does. That's why I like it.
you can just make this at your house.
My mom tries to make smoothies, but yeah.
The
This is
passion
just
fruit
water.
in your smoothie is so good.
I love
If you
passion
make
fruit.
smoothies.
And I always get, you know what I do? I'm in Jamaica next month.
Yeah.
And I always just think when I'm in the Caribbean, that's all I want is passion fruit, right? I never think to have it here. Like when I'm home, I can just go in the store and get it.
We gotta get out the way. Marshall's coming.
All right.
That grew in my garden, that strawberry.
Here, Sam, put that over there.
It's like
Yeah,
one of the
cool.
only ones.
Oh my god, that's so strong.
What?
I had like a lot of mint,
Yeah.
and now I feel like, oh my god, that's so cool.
There you go.
Here, you want to take the rest of it? You can do it back
Yeah, sure.
since you liked it so much.
Oh, no, I'll take it. Ladies for head.
So now I'm eating too
There's
healthy.
something that doesn't have sugar in it that he wants to eat. I think
Alright.
he should take it home.
Yeah. Trust me, my mother's going wild right now. Cool.
Here, put that over there for her.
Babz, did you see that music video, Soy Yo, with the little girl, the badass
Yes.
little girl?
Mm-hmm.
That isn't that fabulous? I
Mhm.
love that.
Yes. I loved her. Tegan, this was the best.
Yes.
Here, Sam, put
So
that over
happy.
there.
Of course. What do you need help with?
I'm just gonna throw everything.
Yeah, what do
into
you
my
need?
cooler.
Do you
I'm
need
good.
us to do-
I'm good. I'm just gonna throw everything into these bags.
I like it.
All right. So any drinks that you aren't gonna finish, put into there. Carrie, I'm sorry I interrupted you a couple times. I didn't mean to cut you off. You were talking before. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Not a problem.
See, Harry? See how cool my show is? That's why you have to be here. I'm going to make some hibiscus tea. Where's my little... Are you giving me the little hibiscus thing?
Yeah.
Because I want
You can
that.
get a big bag of that at that Asian market across from Edge of the Woods.
I'm going in
You have
there.
to go downstairs,
Uh-huh.
and right when you go downstairs, there's like a big a big shelf, and on the right side on the bottom, they have two, like a bag this big and a bag that big.
Okay.
But that will make a lot of tea. Like you can put
So how much tea do I need? Like I just put enough to like
that would make like a half gallon of tea.
this whole thing?
Yeah, you could.
Perfect.
You can.
What's that called again?
Hibiscus.
In Mexico, they call it Jamaica.
Oh my God.
Jamaica, or in Latin America, they call it Jamaica, and in Jamaica, they call it sorrel.
All right, so I'm getting my water on today. Tegan, this has been fabulous.
Yes, thank you. So happy to do this with you. All
Are
right.
you still eating this mint?
Yeah, I feel like an herbivore.
Child, I'm happy for you. Then if you're gonna eat it, then enjoy it.
Yeah. I usually stay away from green food. It's just a weird association in my head. I like it. I don't like green Laffy Taffies.
So you could soak this in some water and make you a nice
Did
tea.
you tell your mom that her yelling at you makes you not want to eat healthy food?
Yeah, we sparred about it a couple times.
All right.
At least I eat plain Cheerios now. I went from Honey Nuts to plain, so that's a big lifestyle change. You need help?
This, you want to go dump that? Well, you know what? I'm going to take that with me. I'm gonna dump that in the sink.
Yeah, take that with you. I like it. Nice job, Tegan. This was amazing. This is
Super fun.
Don't forget your lemon juice behind you.
Yep.
She's got. I'm gonna get my water on now. I'm gonna go and be all
You
fancy.
should have seen Tegan did a show of breads here.
I know. I was trying to get me some bread.
Yeah,
It was for
bread.
the show.
Yeah.
Different types of
Well, we
bread.
left some here, but I think everybody.
I
took
think
it.
they ate it because I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
see any more.
They
I
did.
can't. I was like, "Where's my bread?"
Alright, you should be good.
You can get that bread right down the street.
I know. I went. I did. I went over there.
Alright.
I know, but it's nice to get it for free.
Thank you, Tegan.
I went right over there. I sure did.
Now you're sending me your show this Friday?
No, it's gonna be live this Friday. Sorry, I meant to tell you. Yeah,
And who are you talking to this Friday?
Kamel and Issa
Yes. yes
from
that's
TT
right.
Core.
I did say that.
Do you
So I
need-
might actually
does-
give them.
How want me to do anything with Marcy's show?
You didn't say.
Cool. They make breakfast.
Feed them and send
Well,
them.
Unless you need,
Thank you so
need
much.
me.
Wonderful.
You want anything?
I know.
Oh, let's get a
Let's
picture
see,
together.
that's
Can I
Yeah.
have any pictures together? Okay, but that was a lot.
Yeah, thanks.
It's the 13th. You thought Cass was gonna win,
There was a second. It was just literally one play.
right? When J.R. Smith hits that three,
The 2 3. He was 5 for 5 from the 3-point line.
but when he's fouled, he does that three from the top of the key. That one of them, somebody fouled him.
I was so happy for Kevin Durant. He's getting a ring.
Yeah.
I'm happy
I
for
got
him.
no love.
For Kevin Durant, he's the most deserving guy.
Oh my god. He's a snake.
A snake?
He's a snake.
What are you talking about?
He stole that championship from Russell Westbrook. They were literally in the Western Conference Finals, up 3-1 to the Warriors, and they lost. Hang on with it.
I'm sure I have a ticket.
Oh no.
All right, thank you, Harry. I will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
You had a good show today.
It was a
Thank
great
you
show.
for the bestest.
Spectacular. I knew that we would have fun. So I want to have you on my show.